Lake Victoria Basin supports about 40 million inhabitants. The basin is endowed with a huge natural resource base upon which its inhabitants depend for their livelihoods. However, the resources have been overexploited, resulting in a number of challenges that are interrelated and interlinked. These include rapid population growth, poverty, and land degradation. There are numerous health and environmental conservation initiatives in the basin, but they are not integrated. Therefore, the Lake Victoria Basin Commission, an institution of the East African Community, with support from USAID East Africa, designed the population health and environment that addresses in an integrated manner the multifaceted health and environmental challenges in the basin. The PHE program was designed to address issues of population, issues of health such as maternal health, child health, and the general health of the population, including control of malaria, prevention of HIV and other communicable diseases. Issues of environmental conservation such as controlled fishing, reforestation, management of protected areas, and other environmental conservation issues. All these are done in an integrated manner in order to build synergies from the different sectors and also efficiently utilize the resources.
You know that when the population is high, it will cause pressure on the land. Yes. And when there is pressure on the land, then most of our health issues are also hampered with.
Population health and environment has proved to have great benefits all over the world where it has been implemented. The PHE program in the Lake Victoria Basin has major components. The first component is one of advocacy. It is important for policymakers and decision makers to understand the value of PHE.
That's why President, they have committed a lot of money. We have seen planting of trees is going on to have a safer and cleaner environment. You know that even oxygen, we buy oxygen. Oxygen is manufactured, which we are supposed to consume at zero rate. But we are buying. Why? Because we are not trying to really maintain the environment. If you don't plant trees to have oxygen around you, we shall instead have competition of the oxygen.
We look at this project, Population Health and Environment, as one of the conduits to reach the community across the basin, civil society, our government, community-based organization, to address the issues of the interlinkage between the population and the environment. Because we believe that only healthy people can really sustain healthy environment. So we are here first and foremost to induct the community, grassroots, this developmental approach of the PHE program, and also engage them into our activities towards integrating population, health and environment aspect into all our development objectives within the basin. So it is for purpose of engaging them, for ownership and understanding of that necessary linkage and relationship between having healthy population for healthy environment in our ecosystem. And we started with Montergo National Ecosystem Conservation Program, because we look at this ecosystem in Mount Elgon as one of the most important ecosystems.
Advocacy has also been done at the local government levels, in the districts, in the counties, and in the sub-counties.
PHE, Population, Health and Environment, is coming at such a time when the county is focusing on improving the livelihoods of the people. And the population in Trans Nzoia, the population growth is high, is quite high. It's on average 5.4, which is on the higher side. It's even above the national growth rate of 3.3, and that is actually going to be an impediment to our growth, to our development. So this program, PHE, is going to help us to curb the population growth that we have in the county. Talking about environment, MERCEP, the program that is integrating with PHE, has been there for the last 5 years, and of course also other activities pertaining to environment. And even as a county, we are also handling matters of environment. We are trying to ensure that there's a sustainable development in the county. Agroforestry, for example, is one of our key pillars in the environment. We are also trying to ensure that everybody in this county has water, and with that water they can do more of conservation activities.
We need to step up our efforts as a county so that we incorporate all the issues to do with population, health and environment. And I want to congratulate the Lake Victoria Basin Commission for having taken their time to come and train us, equip our people so that together we can work as a team.
Lake Victoria Basin Commission coordinates several environmental conservation programs. One of them is the Mount Elgon Regional Ecosystem Conservation Program between Kenya and Uganda. We have the Lake Victoria Environmental Management Program Phase 2 being implemented in the 5 partner states. The Lake Victoria Water and Sanitation Program Phase 2 also implemented in the 5 countries. We have the Prepared Program. This is funded by USAID East Africa. These are environmental conservation programs that require the need to integrate aspects of population and health into them. This need arises from the fact that the communities conserving the environment, they are conserving their water sources, their sewerage infrastructure. However, the population growth outweighs the resources that are available. For real value to be seen in our environmental conservation programs, for us to realize the results we intend to see, then there is need to address issues of population. There is need to sensitize communities.
It was necessary to plant the trees all around Lake Victoria if this program could go all over the Lake Victoria people to know that we don't have enough fish because of trees. We cut all the trees and they have an effect on the lake. The same trees have an effect on the health of the people. So these 3 things, moreover the population is also growing very high. So it seems if we don't plant trees, we have more problems in the next 10 to 20 years. Because the population will double and the condition will worsen to the worst.
Communities that are embracing integrated population health and environment have seen great access to reproductive health services, greater involvement of men in family planning decisions, greater participation of women in environmental conservation, greater participation of women and youths in income generating activities.
Sisi kama community tunahitaji kufanya biashara vidogo vidogo. After this training, watu tunazinduka tena, tunaenda kwa community, tunaangalia materials ambazo tuko nazo available. na tuanze kutengeneza biashara kutokana na hizi material.
Sisi tusipofanya jukumu fulani, utaona iko mahali itaharibika. Kwa hivyo tuko na njia ya kufuna hizo mbegu na njia ya kuzirudisha. Sasa ukifuna, unaweka hizo mbegu kwa tuta, halafu inamea, halafu unarudi unatengenezea tubes kama hizi. Ikitengeneza hiyo tu matawi ya ukweli, unatoa unaweka kwa tube.
The wildlife rangers are able to go to a community carrying a gun on one side because that is their job, but carrying a bag in the other hand with a mosquito net, with some vaccines, with the fortified flour for people living with AIDS. And when they get to the homesteads, they put down the gun, educate the people on the need to conserve wildlife, but also the need to prevent malaria, the need to immunize the children, the need for women to deliver in health facilities. All this is being done by one person, and therefore we say that we are efficiently utilizing the human resource that we have. And that is the reason Lake Victoria Basin Commission is embracing it to add value to its environmental conservation programs, to build capacities of the communities holistically, to address their health and environmental issues, and also to sensitize decision makers and policy makers to even allocate budgets to actually implement PHE. Lake Victoria Basin Commission is sincerely grateful to the United States government for providing the support that has enabled us initiate such a noble program. We are optimistic that the PHE program will cause lasting change in the way sustainable development programming is implemented in the East African community countries.